got Meat Sandwich in the studio. He was telling us about this terrible dinner he had out where I guess the family behind him got into some big altercation, screaming and yelling at the kids, cursing at them. They're like these little kids.
Yeah, the food was okay, though.
It's kind of weird, like when you get a peek inside other people's lives that you don't really want, while you're just trying to have a nice little dinner out.
Yeah.
Some people don't mind just, letting it all hang out there in public.
Yeah, they're pretty open about it.
Yeah.
I wish people would have a little more respect for their kids.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, Nick has an opposite story. He said he was at the fair one year, and he saw a little kid slap his mother across the face.
Oh, my God.
The table's kind of turned on that one. Can you imagine?
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine that?
I mean, I guess I could if he's got the jumps for it.
Yeah, Nick said he's never recovered from actually seeing that. Probably has never had kids since either.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jim said he was out at a restaurant, and it was one of these engagements. I guess like the guy made a big deal of engagement, but she said no.
Oh, man.
That's why you don't do it in public. I'm telling you.
So, because I guess the whole restaurant starts to get involved. Like, oh, this is something. It's like, it's not like a fight or something like that. It's something good. So everyone's like, oh, what's going on? They're getting engaged. He's down on his knee, and she's like, we need to talk about this.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's pretty bad. Have you ever been in public, Robin? And there's been some sort of altercation or something awkward like that?
Not an altercation, but I was at a dressing room one time and heard a mom say to her little daughter, "Ugh, nothing you try on looks good on you," and it hurt me.
Oh my God!
I know.
You're kidding me.
She goes, nothing you try on looks good on you. So I wanted to go out there and be out there at the same time as the girl, looking in the mirror, so I could say, "Oh, that looks really pretty," but I couldn't get dressed quick enough. They left. But don't do that
That's
to your
terrible.
kids. Don't set that mindset. Don't do that. Don't plant that seed in your daughter or son's minds that they don't look good in things.
We used to work with someone, it was a long time ago, and this person was not probably the best parent. And I told his son once, this is why you have no friends.
What?
Oh, my
yes.
God.
And I remember being so angry when I heard this. Don't try to think about it. I'll tell you off.
Okay.
I was so angry. I wanted to say something so badly, but at that time I was a very lowly employee, so couldn't really say anything. But
was it true?
it was no,
Okay.
no.
Just
It's a
wondering.
terrible thing to say again. But I mean, we've known people that have gotten in huge fights in public.
Oh, my God. I mean, huge fights. Yeah.
We have mutual friends who have done that in the past. And
They're no longer in the area.
And I never understand that. I never understand how couples
Displaying your emotions publicly like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that that's such an intimate thing?
Yeah,
When
it's
you're
your own
fighting, if my
Yeah.
wife and I are ever in a fight, no one would ever know. Because if we're in public, we're like, oh, it's fine. But secretly, it's like, oh, when we go home, I'm in big trouble.
Right. I have 6 more stops to make before we go home.
Let's stay out longer. I'll order more drinks for everybody. But I remember being at this was a radio station event once, and these were two fellow employees, and we're going back a long time ago.
Are we talking about outside maybe a local bar?
Yes. Do
Poughkeepsie?
you remember that?
Was it, I won't say what the bar is, but did it rhyme with Oa's Park?
Yeah. yes, it was Noah's. So long time ago, Meat Sandwich, we had these two coworkers, and they wound up becoming romantically involved, but they also hated each other. It was a weird relationship.
It really was a weird relationship.
And when they would drink, it would get really ugly. So I remember that one time we were hanging out at Noah's, and then they just started fighting, and I think it was because the one guy was talking to my wife. And she got jealous because he was talking to my wife. I'm like, hey, she's my wife.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, no, I'm serious because my wife still talks about it. It's like, yeah, we were talking, and all of a sudden she came over and gave me a dirty look and pulled his, shirt and pulled him outside. And then they were screaming at each other in the middle of the street, so loud that the bar, you could hear the record scratch. And everyone's like, what's going on out there?
It was such a thing that, honest to God, I was at a Halloween party, and a couple where the male works here, they came dressed as this other couple that we're talking about, and were nasty to each other all night. Okay. It was, but that was
awkward.
such a thing. It was. They were so well known for their fight.